In a world where quality business information is needed, we bring you On the Mic with Mike, the leading social enterprise business show in RVA. Join Mike King, the partnership guru, as he delivers game changers in Metro RVA. On the Mic with Mike showcases how business can help make society better. He discusses tech, culture, innovation, best business practices, and highlighting area nonprofits. Join Mike Monday through Friday, because it is the place where the best and brightest come to chat.
I enjoy listening to On the Mic with Mike every day. That's what I do.
Mike with Mike. On Michael Mike. On the Mic with Mike. Michael Mike. My name is Isabella, and you're listening to Mike King Biz. Hubby, that's my scam.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. How do I know? Because I'm Mike, and we get the best guests. We'd like to thank you for joining in. You could be anywhere doing anything else. We appreciate you being here with us. On the Mic with Mike, we highlight partnerships, people, social enterprise. We also touch on some issues of the day. The program that you're listening to On the Mic with Mike, I don't work for the station. My program just airs here on a daily basis. So I'm not approved by any other information ads, people on the station. I roll solo. I'm just glad that my program airs here on a daily basis. On the Mic with Mike, we highlight partnership, people. As I said, we do touch on some issues of the day. The sounds you're listening to are emanating from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. Follow me on social platforms, hashtag Mike King Biz, hashtag On the Mic with Mike. I can thank our show sponsors, Tom Childry, the credit card guy. Hey, if you have credit card issues, Tom Childry is the man as far as credit card processing. He's been doing it forever. He is an expert. He's a business advocate. So make sure you go check him out, Tom Childry, the credit card guy. Another thing, we have like to thank Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers. If you got things around the house that need to be removed, everything from a bike to a hot tub, to anything, including an entire household, Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers can help you. If you have people around the house you need removed, don't call my man Andy Taylor. Don't call him for that. Stop cooking. Stop giving out gas money. Stop, change your internet password, whatever. But don't call Andy Taylor for that. Everything else, call him, because he is a master at what he does. He also takes things, he's eco-friendly. He also has the remix market out in Ashland, where they take donated items, they resell, they fix them up and resell them, and he gives the money away to charities. That's why I rock with my man, because he's the best. That's why he has those lime green trucks that are out there. All right, last but not least, is Chef Michelle Wilson, Mama Michelle's Cafe. Today, hey, I got an old friend back. That's what we do here. When people come, they become part of the family. Jill Chickowitz is riding with me today. She's been here before, but she doesn't come alone. But see, this is another segment, but she rolls with a posse of good people. So Jill, welcome back to the program.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having us back. We're excited.
All righty. So now we're here today not to talk about your organization. Okay, really quickly, let's tell people who you are and what you do real quick.
So my name is Jill Chickowitz. I'm the president and founder of To End the Stigma, and we help those that are struggling with substance use disorder receive services that need in recovery. We started it after I lost my twin brother, Scott, to an accidental drug overdose about 4.5 years ago.
Okay. You got something big coming up. You got to tell people really quickly.
We have a huge golf tournament called Fairways for Scott. It's next Thursday, October 21st, Magnolia Green. We do have a few foursome spots left. We have sponsorship opportunities. Great way to advertise your business and give back to our community.
All right. Now for the order of the day. Another friend is back with us, Shanae. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so we know you as being part of Elephant Insurance, and you guys are doing some great things out there helping the community. But like I said, cool people know cool people. You ain't rolling solo today either, because you said to me, Mike, I got this organization you got to talk to. Alrighty, the floor is yours, Shanae. Let them know.
Absolutely. So I'm here today. I also serve on the board of JFS Richmond. JFS stands for Jewish Family Services, but they serve a lot more than just the Jewish community. They really serve the greater Richmond and even at times go beyond that. They provide services in home care, adoption, counseling, and lots of different things. And what we're most excited about today, my colleague that I brought with me is going to be sharing a little bit more about specifically adoption and the Connecting Hearts program. So I'd love to pass it over to my colleague Denise Wise David to share a little bit more about that.
Well, good morning. And
good morning. Welcome to the program, Denise.
Thank you and welcome. I appreciate the fact that y'all invited us to the program today. The word needs to get out about Jewish Family Services and the services that we do provide. Coming up soon on October the 28th, we will be doing a fundraiser called Connect. I will say this, one thing that I have learned during COVID is that it is important, the importance of collaboration. It is about, COVID has taught us about collaborating with each other because we cannot do things in silo. And so we must learn how to collaborate with others. And so Jewish Family Services, every year we have a fundraiser, and this year we have one called Connect. It's about connecting people with people. And we're going to be in collaboration with Ryan Mitchell, who is the co-owner of Garden Grove Brewery and Urban Winery. So
and
we're going to
you know, we always got to give a shout out to folks. I always say changing the world ain't free or cheap. You know, so we always give a shout out to the folks who make things happen. So kudos to that business and that guy out there for making it happen. Denise, let me ask you. So when 2019 was coming around, you guys are looking at 2020. You know, you were around the big table. You guys got a bunch of money that you were going to divvy up and, you know, all those big plans. And then Corona showed up and didn't leave. How did it change your organization?
So as I mentioned earlier, the real change came about really being able to collaborate with other people to get the job done. I am the program manager for Connecting Hearts. And Connecting Heart is a program inside of JFS that we work with kids who are for adoption and who need foster care. And so you could just imagine what it was like for our kids who live in residential, who did not have any contact for a whole year, no contact with any outside other than the people that work at the facility. And then our kids who are placed in foster home, who may have been removed from their own home. So just imagine what that is like. The work that we've been doing is that we've been recruiting families, even through the pandemic. And it was difficult, but we still achieved it. We were able to recruit 280 families to introduce them into foster care and the possibility of also adopting the kids that are free. So it was through our collaboration with other people like CBS. We feature in November, which is November is Adoption Month. And we do 30 kids in 30 days in the month of November. We feature a different kid every day. And then we have our telephones ringing off the line. Last year, we recruited 70 families through that one event.
You know, that's great for, 70 families. That offers them, a real change and a help for what they were doing. So, kudos to you for doing that. So, Sinead, let's talk about the connection and support of that organization that you brought here today. What does that mean to you, and how did you get to be involved?
So I have actually been on the board for 3 years. I got involved just because I was coming out of my MBA program at VCU, and we actually got to work with real organizations, and our group was assigned to JFS. So that's how I first became familiar and was introduced to the organization. We got to help them and work on different marketing strategies, and just seeing everything that they do it was just something that I just had to connect to. I know for me personally, when it comes to adoption and foster care, I have family members such as my first cousins that unfortunately had to go into the foster care system, and it took a while for them to actually find homes. So just knowing the value of when you actually do get a foster parent and you actually get someone to adopt you, it just makes a huge difference because you kind of, those children are basically looking for a family. And so that right there was just something I had to really connect myself to.
So Denise, we have Jill who's here. You guys have the nonprofits that are out there changing the world, not big staffs. You guys are just out there. Let's talk a little bit about what it means to have people on your board who really make magic happen.
So what our nonprofit, it's weird. When I started this, we have an annual fundraiser called A Night for Scott. And I collaborated with Mick Foundation for a few years, and they're still very near and dear to my heart. Within the last year, I decided, you know what, why can't I start my own? And as you guys know, this was a lot of work. It's just been a challenge. We just got the 501c3 tax exemption letter from the IRS about 2 weeks ago. So we're thrilled to have this. I'm really excited. We have wonderful people on our board like Dr. Abu Bakr, Ann Moss Rogers, Sarah Scarborough with Real Life Community Center. So what we did is we tried to dive into the recovery community, get everybody involved that already has a name and a mission in the Richmond area, and collaborate to make one big force.
Okay. So Denise, how can people get involved with your organization to help you guys out? Because part of the thing is you're here to tell us what you do, but also it's here to help you blow up and let people know, because obviously you guys do need things.
So we can be reached on our website, and our website is jfsrichmond.org/connect. That is that will get you towards the event that we are having. And also I can be reached, in which my number is spread it around to lots of people.
So you said your name is out there because that's what happens when you help people.
There because I am recruiting families, and that's my name and that's my game. I recruit families.
What? That's what I'm talking about. People who come to the program who make magic happen. See, because a lot of times I'm there minding my business, and here comes this crazy lady named Jill saying, hey, I got this program. I'm minding my business here. Shanae said, hey, Mike, you know what? I got this lady. That's what we do here on the Mic with Mike, ESPN Richmond 106.1. We bring the game changers to you out here because people are doing some really cool things. We got to go away for a minute because I always say the microphone ain't free. Plus, my grandkids need stuff. And I'm required to say that by my wife. You know, I'm trying to make it to 41 years because if I don't say that, I could get in trouble. So we'll be back on the other side, ladies.
Hi, this is Andy with John.
All right.
Great radio show.
Sports and non-practice. Shows.
Let me get the choir. Let me get the choir after this too.
Widening the lens of humanity, and I'm so happy to be a part of his journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. This program is so good, it's almost heavenly. And it's that way because, you know, the guests I have on. Alrighty, so we have Denise from Jewish Family Services. We have Shanae, who is here from, and she is, the day gig is with Elephant Insurance. And those guys doing big things. So we have guests in the studio. We have Jill, who's here. You got to step up to the...
Hey.
Okay, here you go.
Come on, Carol. Hi, my name is Carol Williams.
All right, Carol Williams, welcome to the program. And Carol, really quickly, what do you do? You have an event coming up really quickly, don't you?
Yes, I do. Cattle Barons Ball is at Keystone Acres this Saturday from 4 to 9.
See, that's what happens. You know, we open the door and all the cool people just start coming in, talking about really cool things. All right, so Denise, it is your time to shine here. Let's get the JFS stump speech, the elevator speech really quickly.
So first I'm going to lead off with giving my telephone number, which is
that's right. That's right. We got to get that. I'm sorry. I don't want to be there. Yeah, that's right, because the people need to find you. You're out there.
That's right. I'm out there. So my number is 804-349-0786. And so my elevator speech today is going to be, we're not looking for children for families, but we're looking for families for children, for the children in our care. And to know that our kids come with trauma because they've been removed from their home. So we have to understand that we're looking for families for children
who
are willing.
Go ahead.
Who are willing to take kids into their home, in their loving homes, and provide love to them.
A lot of times when we see that, parents and people think they need to have that picture perfect family, you know, like I couldn't do that because my family's half crazy. You know, let's talk, you know, and people kind of like they get scared off of that because they think that their family's not worthy. Let's talk about what the real family looks like, who are parts of your organization and the people that you're looking for.
So the real family looks like your everyday family. I will talk a little bit about myself. My girlfriend passed away and I took her children in. I didn't have any kids and I kind of probably didn't know very much about taking care of kids, but being able to provide that love and what they needed at that time, whatever that looks like, those are the kind of families that we're looking for. We're going to provide you with training on top of training. You do a 6-week pride training, then whichever, because I want you to know that the DSS, the Department of Social Services, is the parents to those children. So we will provide you with the training. You'll have ongoing connection with the DSS who will come see the children while they're in your home. We're just looking for people who really want to work with kids, and especially our teenagers, because we seem to have a lot of teenagers in our heart gallery. And when you get an opportunity to go out to our website, go look at my beautiful kids that are out there in the heart gallery. We have a lot of teenagers in the heart gallery. Most of our kids are from 12 to 18. And those are the homes that we are looking for. You may decide to adopt them, or you may decide just to keep them in your home as foster care. Just remember, some of these kids are looking for a family. They don't want to be adopted. They're just looking for a family who's going to care for them during this time till they get ready, because a lot of them are, believe it or not, they are going to college. And so they're looking for that home that they can come back to. Them days when the campus is closed, they can come back to your home that you've provided this loving home for them for the time being while they're back and forth from college. So there's a lot of opportunities by families. You just have to be willing, and you have to be willing to really take the training and get in tune with the kids that we have. We don't have kids that's a cookie cutter children, because we know our own children not cookie cutters, right?
You got that right. And like you said, the parenting thing didn't come with a handbook.
No handbook.
Yeah,
you just have to get in there and do it.
We learned this on the fly. You know what? It's a lot better being a grandparent. It is.
Oh, isn't it?
It's that part-time parent kind of thing. I don't have to be the tough guy that I was with my 2 sons.
Exactly.
You just do it, do all the kind of fun stuff, and then send them packing. All right, so I got a panel of experts here. So Carol, we're going to go down really quickly. How do you make a successful, now there are a bunch of nonprofits out there. Everybody's out there trying to get the word out. All right, Carol, so how do you do it? How do you get your name out there above all the other 1,000 or so nonprofits who are all needing help and do good things?
Oh, gee. Well, the Down syndrome tournament started 35 years ago. I have a son that's was two when we started, and he's 36 and a half now. And shoot, you just have to, I started small. I think I had 33 teams, and I had a committee, and they're all big softball players, and they're really the backbone of what we do. We have raised close to $800,000 in the 34 years that we've had it.
Wow.
When you start doing it, and that's dollars that help people out right there. Because it's something, because people don't know. We're all just going through life just, every day, and we don't know what we don't know. It takes what you guys are doing to let people know on something. And then we go like, oh, I know a person, or that person is me. So Jill, I know how you get the name out there. So give our listeners an idea of what it takes.
Well, I'm a little newer to the game. So I think with us, it's passion. There's a story about my twin brother. You see that there's a little bit of grief. I do cry every time I talk about him. He's my twin brother. It was tragic how we lost him, but it's happening to so many families like my own. I think we're very relatable. We have family and friends. We have a wonderful planning committee. We have a golf committee now. We have a board. There's 30 people now. We just launched this thing last November. So my own nonprofit. So this has been quite a success in a short amount of time, and I'm really proud of it.
And you sent a superhero my way too.
I did. Eric Morris, Cat in the Hat. He's on the board. Yeah.
Okay, so it's something amazing when a man shows up with a cape on and a hat.
Yes, sir.
Yes, in the middle of the day, making changes out there, talking about all the great things that he's doing. All righty, so Denise, let's talk about your journey, where you were. Now, the kids come to you. At what point did you look up and say, I can do this kind of parenting thing? How long did it take?
So when it was immediate for the kids that I raised, my girlfriend, the boys used to come to my camp. I used to run a teen center camp, and they used to come there. And my girlfriend, who has all girls, she called me and said, Denise, their mom is in the hospital. Social services is going to take them. Can you take them into your home? I said, of course, because it takes a village to raise a child. And that's the concept I have always lived by. My parents have always lived by. So I welcomed them into my home. It was not even a week's time before the kids came to live with me. Their mom kept going in and out of the hospital. And then when she passed away, I just said, you know, this is the permanent home for them. They didn't have to look for anywhere else. No other family member had to think about providing that home for them. So those are the kind of families I'm looking for. Families who really believe in the concept of it takes a village to raise a child.
One of the things we always talk about here are game changers, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. What you just said, you know, it's time to step up. Everybody's going to talk about, let's do this, let's do that. And then there's one person who, you know, who goes ahead and do it. I always say that me and my wife, we sort of live by the pay it forward model. You never know whose life you're impacting with just a word. You just went away and you said something and you didn't think about it, but it changed somebody's thought. We're opening up. So, okay. So let the people know you don't have to have this perfect family. All types of family structures are open to be part of your group, right?
Yes. They are. We don't have what we consider a model family anymore, do we? Those families don't exist. We have families of different races. We have families of different sexual orientation, and all are accepted to us. We work because even our children are experiencing different sexual orientation. And so we need those families who can really help walk those kids through those things that they are going through. And so every family, doesn't matter what you look like, single, married, whatever,
it don't matter.
We're looking for those families because that's the kind of society we live in today.
All righty, real quickly, how can people find you out there? So
once again, we're at jfsrichmond.org, and my telephone number is 804-349-0786.
It's a pleasure having you on. You're part of the family now. You got to come back.
Yeah, I'm not going to come back.
You got to come back. All right. So Shanae, real quickly, I'm getting to wrap up. Let folks know very quickly about the herd. Okay, never mind. I got to go. Sorry about that, Shanae.
No worries.
You'll come back on the mic with Mike. Shanae is here. I'll like to thank her, Denise, as well. On the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. We got to go because I'm bad at clock management. Thanks now. Take care.